All right. That's where I have no mic. Unmute. Can you hear me? All right. Well, hopefully, this is the first time I've streamed on YouTube in a while, and I'm hosting a space on X, so I don't even know if my sound is working. I need to figure that out. Let me see. I'm so used to streaming on Twitch, so forgive me for being a little late. I meant for this to start at 7:30 p.m. Tell me I'm streaming here. Am I not? Okay, yeah, there it is. Tell me I'm streaming here. Am I not? Okay, looks like the sound is good. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, mic. Tell me I'm streaming here. Am I not? Okay, looks like the sound is good. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, mic. Okay, looks like the sound is good. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, mic. I got an echo and I don't know where it's coming from. I gotta figure this out. It's driving me nuts. I got an echo and I don't know where it's coming from. I gotta figure this out. It's driving me nuts. Oh my god, this is fucking annoying. I apologize about the delay. What in the actual hell? Is it the delay on the video? How is it picking up sound? Oh my god, this is fucking annoying. I apologize about the delay. What in the actual hell? Is it the delay on the video? How is it picking up sound? Because I've muted everything else, so I think it's picking up the sound from my headphones somehow. Oh my god, this is fucking annoying. I apologize about the delay. What in the actual hell? Is it the delay on the video? How is it picking up sound? Okay. If there's an echo, tell me. It's driving me fucking nuts. I cannot figure this out. Something else. Something else. Something else. Christ. Okay, if there's an echo, can you hear me now? If there's an echo, let me know. I'll try to figure it out. I don't want to waste any more time. In the chat, yeah, just let me know. So I'm also doing a space on X right now, and oh, maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. And if nobody shows up to the space on X, then I'll cancel it, and you can just watch the YouTube. Can you hear me still? Am I good? Am I clear? Let me know if there's an echo. And I invited other people on X to come and just give their insight, give their thoughts. I don't even know where to begin. So I'm Red76, or Red7669, Red76 for short. I've never actually done a video like this, and excuse the background on my desktop. I did this really quick. I usually stream through Twitch, and I just didn't have a whole lot of time between when I got home from work, changing, taking a shower, and then jumping on here. And I should have given myself more time, so that's my fault. But I'm hoping that feel free to chime in on chat. And if you're on the X platform, and feel free to talk there as well. Speaking of which, I don't even know if I'd be able to hear anybody on there. Space settings. Yeah. If I see a message pop up, I'll try to answer it. I'm gonna watch on my phone as well, just because apparently the mobile app's easier to use. And I invited several people. Maybe it was my phone. Is it my phone? Who knows? Anyway, so thanks for stopping by if you did. A lot of people are showing their ass right now on X. A lot of people are not being patient, and it's driving me nuts, man. Like, so many people have clinged to his post regarding what he stated, and it's like he didn't give a whole lot of information. He really didn't give hardly anything except admit that he conversed with the minor and that it was inappropriate at times. But that's nothing. That's literally nothing. Like, we don't have anything. It's so vague. Now, that doesn't mean that first off, I don't condone what the man did, okay? I don't condone that he was inappropriate with a minor and that he's possibly a predator, that he's possibly a pedophile, that he allegedly sent, that he was sexting with the minor and that he allegedly sent inappropriate pictures, vice versa. I'm sure, there's just nothing to go off of. There literally isn't. And everybody has jumped to the conclusion that this man is now a predator. I'm trying to think of where to start. Okay, so I think that when he made his latest post, I think it was kind of rushed, and I think he was embarrassed. I think he felt bad, and he was just like, I want to get the hell out of here. That post where he admitted to speaking with a minor inappropriately doesn't give us any context. I don't know why he didn't include in there, and by the way, I didn't know her age, but we're seeing different things here. We're seeing different images come up through the internet, and God knows where they came from. There's no source. I cannot find a source for these things, but all these different things are coming up from the internet. One states that it's an email from Twitch and that he didn't know the age of the minor, and if that's the case, that is a defense. But then there's another thing that showed up today that states that he did know and that he was okay with it. It's like, are people are just pulling them out of their asses or what? There's nothing, absolutely nothing. And for somebody like me who investigates and wants to find 100% evidence on this is going to be difficult. And I'm working on it, but it's going to be difficult. I work a full-time job, 12 hours a day. I don't have a whole lot of time to put into this, but I'm working on it, though. I'm going to work on trying to get the transcripts from Twitch, which is going to be damn near impossible. We may never even see that. But that would definitely make or break this argument on whether or not he's innocent. So he stated, so I'm not just, let me do it verbatim, okay? That way it's easier, because otherwise I'm going to be misquoting or something. And by the way, could everybody hear me still? Is there sound? Is there sound? All right, looks like there is. I just hope there's not a fucking echo, and if there is, I'm sorry. I don't have time to fuck around with it, though. All right. All right, here we go. So, here's his response, the latest response. Right? Everybody needs sound. Okay, good. So I'm going to read it. I know everybody's read it. I'm going to read it real quick. The Twitch ban. This is by DrDisrespect on his X platform. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. So right there, he said that he stepped down. I've heard misinformation on this. I've heard people say that he was fired. I don't know how that's possible if he was working alongside them. Maybe he was fired somehow, but it made it seem like they had a partnership, though, more than him being an employee. So, but I guess that's neither here nor there. It just didn't make any sense because I was getting misinformation on that part. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I'd never want to jeopardize, I guess you forgot to. I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Excuse me. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual miner back in 2017? The answer is yes. So he's admitted that there were private messages with a miner. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. Now there are people saying, I don't believe that. Yeah, I mean, it's possible he's lying, but we don't know. There's no way to prove it. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. What the hell does that mean? This is the part that's driving me fucking bonkers. So everybody, I don't want to say everybody, most people, a lot of people have just leaned toward this being sexual in nature, right? And he says, in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. So what does that mean? I feel like Doc should have, he should have elaborated on this more. Really, I feel like he shouldn't have even posted this at all. I feel like that he should have posted a video directed to us. And here's the thing. DrDisrespect Guy Beam was not obligated to tell us jack shit. Twitch was not obligated to tell us anything. And so the mere fact that he's put this on there, his business is already out there. He might as well tell us everything and just rip the Band-Aid off and let's be done with this so we know what to do, whether we need to continue to support you or whether or not we need to go our separate ways, you know. And it just, that right there is just very, I feel like he's not being fully forthcoming. He's omitting information. Whether it was on purpose or whether this was just a post that he did real quick and he was in a hurry, I don't know. And the fact that he doesn't include that he knew or not that this person was a minor is a big problem. I mean, that's something you really need to explain that. That's going to make a big difference. Does it seem, to me personally, does it seem suspicious that he didn't say that? Yes, it's very suspicious. And to be clear, I still support him as a person. I don't support what he did, okay? I have been ripped apart on X for just saying, hey, we need more evidence. And because I said that, a lot of people are saying, well, you support predators now. You're a pedophile supporter. You support the inappropriate conversation with minors. I don't support any of that bullshit. I never said that once. I'm saying we need to give the man the benefit of the doubt before we condemn him to something as serious as this. This is a very serious accusation. It's not something that someone can just crawl out of very easily. Maybe he's a predator, maybe he isn't, but there's not enough proof. And when I say that, I've had people, their heads are exploding. They're just like, what proof? What do you mean? He said it right there in his post. He admitted it. Okay, he's not admitting to anything except the fact that he had a conversation with a minor that leaned inappropriate. That's a bullshit response. It is a half-ass response. That post is nothing more than, hey, this is really what happened. It's not a whole lot, but here you go. And sorry. And if you like me, great. If you don't, that's okay. I understand. I'm going on vacation. Bye. That was an I'm sorry post, and it's not as genuine because it's a post. It's a text. It's not. You can't see him. You can't see the emotion. So I get that he's probably embarrassed and probably going through a lot of other emotions, but with something like this, you're gonna have to explain yourself. You need to face the music. And he hasn't done that yet. He said he was gonna take a vacation and that's it. Right, no one knows the age or sex of the individual or what was said, and that's the problem. I do not support predators, okay? I don't support pedophiles. I am not saying that at all. I'm saying we don't have enough evidence. This isn't a guessing game for me. I'm not saying, well, I think we don't have enough evidence. He might be guilty. I'm saying we don't have enough evidence. There are not enough facts to support this. So far, he's not a predator. I've seen images that have popped up saying that that he didn't know, and it was a Twitch email. He didn't know the age. That's a defense. But then I saw one today that showed up out of nowhere, and it says that he did know, that he knew the age, that he was okay with it. There's no source for these, and that's the problem. That is the major problem, is that these could have been fabricated. We don't know. It could have just been fabricated for defamation. I mean, I'm not saying that he's not a predator. He very well could be. And we just don't know it yet for 100%. We don't know it. But there are a lot of people who just saw this post and they were like, yep, that's enough for me. I'm out. And you know what? I respect that. I get it. I understand that. They don't want to be associated with somebody who possibly is a predator. But to jump to the conclusion and say, no, he's a pedophile, he's a predator. Look what he said, he admitted it. Well, he's not admitting much. He's only admitting that, yeah, this took place. He's just confirming, he's verifying what the guy said, what Cody Connors said. And I hate this. I hate that this happened. I hate that. I love the guy, you know? Just like all of you love him, or loved him. It's very heartbreaking because you don't know, you just didn't expect it, and you don't really know what happened. And we may never know. We may find out here in the next, we may find out in the next week. We might find out tomorrow. Might find out in a month. We might not even find out till 4 years later again. And that sucks, you know, because I'd really like to know. The thing that I would say for most people is, because of this, you can not support him monetarily and suspend it, and you know, just wait it out and see what happens. You don't want to have any interaction with him. If you don't want to watch his streams, then suspend it. You're basically putting him on suspension until you know more. But he needs to address everybody on this. He needs to post a video and say, look, this is what happened. Let's cut the shit. This is what happened. Because he says that there's no bullshit, you know, that there's no filter, but there's also not enough information. And so the other issue is that this all depends on the state. State law is going to be a factor. And Twitch said one alleged email from Twitch stated that he didn't know, right? And there was no wrongdoing. There was an investigation and things were clear. Okay, what does that mean, though? Was there a criminal investigation by the police or an internal investigation by Twitch, or both? And then I see this image. I'm going to find it here in a minute. I see this image that pops up that says that he knew that he was okay with it and inappropriate images were sent. That's a crime. That's either enticing a minor on online, or it can be child pornography, depending on the context of the images or the videos. We don't know what it is, though. And so for everybody who's saying that he's a predator and all that, you're going to have to hold off on that because you don't really know. Can you suspect that he is? He might be, yeah. But we don't know, right? He said nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by the settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. But this other email that popped up, I guess it wasn't an email, it was just a statement by somebody saying that there was. And I'm telling you right now that hopefully Twitch would have pursued giving that to the police. I can't imagine that Twitch did not saw that he was a predator and went, no, we'll just do an agreement here and just, we'll pay him or whatever and be done with it. Nothing else will be said. There's no way. There's no way. It's your duty to report a felony. There's no way they did that. I don't believe that image. I've got to find that. In fact, I've got it on my phone. I mean, I can at least read it. It says, it's just quotes. There's no name, nothing. It doesn't show where it came from. It says, I recall that DrDisrespect was made aware by the individual that they were underage during the conversation, after which he indicated that this was no problem and continued on, the former employee says. There was no confusion. Messages sent after this was acknowledged were no less graphic and in sexually explicit nature than before, and I think more than the categorization of leaning too much in the direction of being inappropriate might indicate. The ex-Twitch employee has also provided Rolling Stone a more detailed account of internal conversations at Twitch following the report of Beam's messages and his subsequent ban. They say the details of Beam's case are coming out because of Connor's explosive tweet last week, which was this past Friday. What day was that? Friday the 21st. Cody definitely got the ball rolling. Me and many of my former colleagues are only comfortable speaking up now because of it. Our priority is always to the safety of the alleged victim and to keep their identity secret, they said. That's bullshit. So you're saying that you knew this guy was a predator if he was a predator, yet you allowed him to stay on Twitch. Like, what kind of fucking sense does that make? That's why I don't believe that. I feel like that's made up. There's no source to where it came from either. You don't know who said it. And these guys that are saying, well, yeah, I was scared for my job. I didn't want to say anything, but now I feel comfortable. It's like, motherfucker, this has to do with kids. This has to do with a victim, a minor who's a victim, and now you want to come out and say something. Like, fuck your job. You need to protect the kid involved in this. Fuck them. That's a felony. He needs to be in prison if that's the case, if this is what happened. So that's why I don't believe this, because Twitch should have, if they knew and they didn't do it, they should have pursued an investigation through with the police. The thing is, they wouldn't have been able to file a charge. It would have been the victim, the minor. And if the minor didn't want to file a charge or wanted to remain anonymous, it would have been the parents. The police were going to have to tell the parents. But 17 is not PDF. You'll need to read some definitions. Also, if it was so serious, why would the CEO of Twitch be laughing and joking about the matter, saying there was an alien invasion bizarre? Yeah, I saw that. Clearly, it's not serious. Or it might not be serious to them. This has to do with the family for not setting up parental control. But see, and so anybody can lie and create a Twitch account, I guess, and just lie about their age. But Guy, as the adult, should have said, you know, if he got in this conversation, let's just hypothetically, he gets in the conversation and let's say he doesn't know the age and he's talking to him and it becomes inappropriate whether he initiated it or whether the minor did. And let's say that he finds out the age. Well, then he should have, as the adult, should have been like, okay, I'm done. Gotta go. Thanks for your support, but I gotta go. And that's it. You should have been done with that. But the fact that he stayed in it means that he didn't know the age, or did. And that makes him a predator then. It makes him very suspicious. Because what we need is a transcript for what was said between both of them, and we don't have a transcript. And I want to find out if we can get that. And I've got a lot of digging to do. I've got a lot of emails I've got to make and a lot of phone calls to figure this out. Digital ID. I mean, it's so. A lot of. When I said that we needed more proof, we needed more evidence, we needed more facts, people blew up and just, you know, were upset that he said what he said, and isn't that enough? And it's like, well, it's not. It might be enough for you personally, or if you're over a business, to finally just go, yeah, we don't want anything to do with him. But for you to say that, to condemn him without enough facts to support this, very premature. Midnight Society cutting ties with them, very premature. It should have waited. Just let an investigation take place or conduct an investigation. And the problem is, a lot of people don't know how to conduct an investigation, and people, businesses too, they just don't really know how to do a proper, thorough investigation unless it's law enforcement or the courts. I've noticed that a lot. And for somebody who has conducted numerous investigations on people, I'm telling you right now, after the amount of investigations that I've conducted and the times that I've had to go to court, that right there, this post that he's made with this half-ass admittance is not enough. It's not. It's just him admitting that, yep, something happened. That's why I wish he would have explained it more. I wish he either would have explained it more or just not posted it and posted a video. Push for a digital world ID? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, you know, who knows? Moving on. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. You're right. It was. But I appreciate the fact that he owned up to it. He said that he shouldn't have entertained the idea. What was the conversation about, though? That's what's driving me nuts, man. We don't know we need to know the context of it. What was the conversation about? Was it a sexually charged conversation and he initiated it, knowing the age? That's fucked up. Now it's time to cut ties with him. We're done. That is predatorial behavior. Doesn't mean that he's a pedophile, but we also don't know his deepest, darkest secrets. We don't know if he's done anything illegal like that. And if he didn't know, and he was under the impression that this person was of age, morally it was wrong because he was married, but I'm not even getting into that. It doesn't matter. He made a decision as an adult. He went behind his wife's back. Doesn't really matter. What matters is this situation now that has been dropped like a bomb on us. And it's very disconcerting because this is taking a toll on me as a big supporter of him, and it's taken a toll on a lot of his supporters, on the Champions Club as a whole, on his close friends. You know, Tim the Tapman, Nick Merckx, Z-Laner. And here's the thing about those three. So Tim and Nick and Z. I don't blame them for stepping away and disconnecting from him. As I said before, a lot of people don't know how to investigate, how an investigation works. They don't understand it. And I'm going to give Z and Nick and Tim the benefit of the doubt on that part. Them being close friends. They appeared to be close friends with him. They were always gaming with him. But the thing is, I don't blame them for disconnecting. They have their own business. They're afraid. They're like, as soon as they read this post and they saw conversations with minor, it was inappropriate, they all basically went, whoa. I don't want anything with that. Because in their mind, they're going to appear as if they support him. They support that behavior. They wouldn't have been if they still supported him as a person. They weren't supporting the behavior. They were supporting him as a friend. What I do have a problem with on all three of them is that they didn't support him as a friend. And right now that man needs the support. He's got his family, but who knows what's going on with that too. I mean, this whole thing could reignite and cause his wife to leave him. You never know. But I feel like they should have stuck by him only because there's not enough evidence. There's not enough facts yet. There's just not. And for all three of them to disown him as close friends, I feel like that was wrong. I understand why they did it, though. Again, them probably not being professional investigators, and it's not their job to do it. They just went, nope, don't want anything to do with that. Don't want it to affect my business. Don't want it to affect me personally. I get it. I get why they did it. I don't blame them for that. But as it stands, there's not enough to say that what he did was criminal, because we don't know the context still. I'm going back in a circle over and over because I'm trying to make a point. The point is, we don't have enough. You can't make a decision. It's almost no different than walking up to the scene of a murder and there's the body lying there and somebody's there with the body and they've got blood on their hands and you say, you're the murderer. You don't know that. What if the person stopped to help them and they just had blood on their hands? You can't just make an accusation or an assumption like that and not have all the facts. You got to have all the facts before you can, especially with something like this, when you accuse somebody of being a pedophile, that is hard to come back from. Even if all of this blows over later and he says, and it comes out, it comes to the determination that he's innocent of the whole thing, that he made a stupid mistake and it wasn't really a big deal. Even if it got to that, I mean, you just got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that it comes back to that he is a predator. I don't know. I just can't see that, but it may just be because I liked him and I never expected that. I don't know. but he's had a big impact on everybody. And I'm not saying that he didn't do anything illegal. He may very well have, but these images that I'm seeing on the internet with no source, it's just stupid, man. It's not enough, and I don't know where they're coming from. So I'm gonna have to work on tracking those down, and I'll do another video or a stream once I really figured that out. But there's just not enough to go off of. That's what it boils down to. And a lot of people think this is it. I've got enough. I've got all I need, and it's just premature. It's too soon. It really is. Now with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And he could be sincere, but he could also be lying. Don't know. There's no way to prove it. Not yet, anyway. Entertain the idea it could be legal for, he wanted the individual to work for him. He entertained the idea that, but decided eventually no. Yeah, that's possible, yeah. My dog's whining, sorry. It's very possible. I'm gonna end the X space. Nobody showed to it. I didn't really expect anybody to, but nobody showed to it, so I'm gonna end it real quick. Yeah. All right, let's end that. So, let me go back to this. We're just gonna have to be patient. I mean, that's what it's really boiling down to. We don't have enough to say anything about him except, yeah, that was fucked up. He shouldn't have been conversing with this minor if it was a sexually charged conversation on either end. If it was business related and it just kind of leaned inappropriate, some kind of joke or something, it depends on the joke. Because depending on the context will depend on whether or not it was illegal. But if they were saying before that it wasn't, then it's probably not. But that's speculation, and we really don't know. This is not him taking responsibility, it's him being forced into a response. Exactly. It is. This is almost like his lawyer or PR or somebody told him, hey, you just need to say something. Just say something, go ahead and admit it, because everybody's freaking out, so just go ahead and say, yeah, this happened. And you don't have to elaborate, because that's what he did. There you go, bravo, you are too emotionally involved to think this the proper way. And the thing is, excuse me, I think he does need to take a vacation. I think that he needs to go think this over, get his head together, get it right, and come back and give us an answer. He really, really, really does. He needs to. He needs to explain what happened, be upfront with all your supporters, and clear the air. And even him saying whatever he's going to say later, it doesn't absolve him. It doesn't even mean that he's being honest. But I'd like to hope that he will be. He does seem like a guy who's very straightforward. But that doesn't matter. I mean, he could still be a liar, you know. He says, but I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020 To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle, and if any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear? Yeah, fucking right. Here's the problem, guy. You've still got a weight to bear on your shoulders when you get back, because you've still got to explain yourself, and if you don't, you're probably going to lose more followers and supporters because they want to know. People like me want to know more detail. And then he's going to have supporters who are still going to stick with him no matter what. And that's okay. There's a pattern of cheating with the guy, inappropriate means, what everyone thinks. I agree. And I'm just trying to be fair to him because we don't know, right? I'm trying to be fair because it's a serious allegation. We don't have all the facts. And really, what concerns me is Twitch. Let's say he is a pedophile. He is a predator. Why the fuck did you let him stay on Twitch? That's why I struggled to get this onto YouTube, because I don't even want to use Twitch anymore now. Like, if that's the case, I don't want to use it anymore because I don't want to be associated with people like that either. But again, I don't have all the facts. I haven't even decided if I'm going to stream on Twitch this weekend for the last time or not. I may or may not. I may just finally just move over to YouTube. And Twitch is just, I mean, you've seen Twitch. You've seen what's on there. One girl was on there and what? She had sex on there on live stream, and she got banned for what? Like a month or something? Compared to what? To what did he do? Because whatever he did must have been really bad to get banned forever. Another nobody trying to get famous off doc drama. Get a real job, Leech. Dude, it's not becoming famous. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm saying that I really liked the guy. This bothered me enough to where I wanted to make a video about it. It's a big deal. And it's very heartbreaking that this happened. You're the same type of person who makes that kind of an insinuation, or just you just show up and you go, oh, well, you're probably one of those people that did that with that post and went, nope, he's a predator, that's it. And you just assumed that was all. It's just like what you're doing with me. You're assuming that I'm trying to get famous off of doc drama. Have you not seen how many fucking subscribers I have? You honestly think that I'm going to get famous off of that? I don't give a fuck about that. I'm irritated that a lot of people have just gone with the post and made their decision when they should have been patient. That's what this is about. And believe me, I've got a real job. One that's very demanding. I mean, I'm not saying I'm against Doc. I'm not for what he did. I'm not supporting what he did. If this conversation was inappropriate and he was with the minor on there discussing God knows what, I don't support that at all. And I got labeled as a pedophile supporter and predator supporter by just saying, hey, let's wait for some more evidence. Then all of a sudden I'm supporting a pedophile. That's what they were saying. It's like, I'm literally asking for everybody to be patient. That's all. I'm just asking you guys and girls, be patient. Just be patient and let's see what else happens. Because more is coming out. More to the story is going to be here. It's going to be in the light, and we're going to have something else to run with. I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry this happened. It sucks, man. I'm sorry for Z Laner. I'm sorry for Nick Merckx, and I'm sorry for Tim the Tap Man, who appeared really close. Because to them, they were just like, "Fuck, what do we do?" You know, I mean, they made their decision. But I can only imagine what was going on through their heads, you know. I just wish that they wouldn't have had the knee-jerk reaction or jumped on the bandwagon with everybody else and just went, no, this is it. This is true. That's it. I don't want anything to do with him. It's like, you're not being a true friend. You need to support him as a friend, not support his actions. You can still have your thoughts and your judgment on him. You're a human being. I'm just saying, be there until you can't be there anymore. Now, if it turns out that he truly is a pedophile or a predator or whatever the fuck, then yeah, I'm done. I can't support him. We'll move on, and I suggest that everybody else do the same. And if what you've seen is enough to make you not support him anymore, that's understandable. There's nothing wrong with that. I just hate that this happened, you know. It's very disconcerting. And I'm doing the stream to just get people involved. Give me your thoughts. It's not just me. I mean, I'm the only one talking, but give me your thoughts. Tell me what you think about this. You know, have you seen any other evidence? And even after the stream's done, if you want to post in the comments, let me know. No, I'm with you. My bad. Every channel is against him. They all want to see the doc fall. They all hated him before this and want worse shit to come out. I don't want that. Deep down, I want him to be innocent. But that's not my choice, though. It's not any of our choice. It may not be. He may not be innocent. God, I hope he is. I really do. I just wish that people would be patient. That's all. That's all I'm saying. This has been eating me alive this week, man. It really shouldn't have, because I have never even met the guy. The closest I got to meeting him was when he came here to Texas back in April or May last year. I was probably 10 feet away from the guy. I was so excited. I thought I was going to meet him. And his security, his team, moved him back behind closed doors, and I was excited, though. It's like, man, I finally get to meet this guy. He's really funny. He makes me laugh all the time. And I didn't get to meet him. And then there was this long fucking line to meet him. And I was like, yeah, I don't have time for this. Just need more evidence. Yep, we do. We definitely do. As I said earlier, I can't discuss my career. Not yet, anyway. It's not the right time. But I can tell you that as a person who has investigated many people, as a person who has attended a lot of court, as a person who has dealt with a lot of pedophiles, a lot of sex offenders, I have dealt with a lot of those you can't really call them people, monsters. I have dealt with them, and I'm telling you, what he has given us on that post is not enough. I know a lot of people don't agree with that. I know a lot of people are pissed off. Oh, you just support a pedophile. I'm not supporting a pedophile. I'm simply saying what it is, that we don't have enough evidence. So it's just, he really shouldn't have said anything at all. He should have just made a video. It's just like when he came clean about cheating on his wife. He should have made a video similar to that. I'm not saying get on and cry about it. I'm just saying be upfront with the whole Champions Club and everybody else who's involved. In my opinion, what do you say? I stand with Nick Merckx because his judgments are rooted in healthy principles, not emotion. That's great, yeah. And that's why I don't fault him for stepping away. He kind of backpedaled there, you know, after he was like, oh, I'm going to stand with him, and then he backpedaled after he read this. But this alone is not enough. That's what I keep trying to say. And I don't expect him to understand that from a legal standpoint or from you know, state law or law standpoint. I don't expect him to understand that. He doesn't deal with that. So I get why he backed. I get why he backed off. And maybe it's for the best, you know, for all of them. Maybe it's healthier for him. You know, it's just going to draw unwanted headaches toward them from not only their fans but their family. Everybody's just going to question, people who don't understand. Everybody's going to question why are you still supporting him? Why? And it's just easier for them to just disconnect. I just wish he would have said he knew or he didn't at the time. I really wish he would have said that. God, why didn't you say that? In my opinion, the sad... Wait, I stand with... Okay, yeah, I already read that. In my opinion, the sad part is how many people are quick to join a pitchfork gang simply to be the first because it's popular or get some likes. Yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah, I've seen that. And you can't reason with some of these people. I couldn't reason with them. I couldn't. I tried explaining why, and it was just... They were just making assumptions that made no sense. And I was like, damn, I can't even talk to you, man. You're acting too stupid. I can't even have a conversation with you. We seem to live in a let's crucify with little facts because emotionally people are angry. Yeah, everybody, it becomes a pack mentality. That's the issue. It's a pack mentality, and so they join forces, they feel like they're stronger, and so then they really don't back down. And Doc has a strong backing. He may have lost followers, I don't know how many, but he didn't lose all of them. Why didn't Twitch do anything back in 2017? Why did they sign him to another contract knowing he did this? And that's what I'm saying. That's my question. If he is a predator, why the fuck did they do that? That makes them look horrible, which is the reason why I'm not using Twitch anymore. I think I've pretty much come to the conclusion that last weekend was my last weekend to use Twitch. It's nice, it's easy to use, but I don't want to use that platform and be associated with people who support that if that's what happened. You know, I don't know what happened yet because they haven't released a transcript or anything. But it does beg that question, though. I think Twitch owes just as many explanations. And that's the issue, too. That's another issue, is that neither Twitch or Doc owe us anything. But hopefully they give us an explanation. The funny part is half of these streamers stream to kids. They drop F-bombs, make sex jokes, etc. Inappropriate behavior, right? Or is it just an issue when it is in a whisper? Yeah. Yeah, it's inappropriate. And that's why I mark my videos not appropriate for kids, because I cuss a lot. And I play games that might have some kind of sexual content in it. Or I put it on there because I don't know if it's going to have that content. And I stream. Like, if you ever played Wolfenstein New Order, came out in what, 2015? That had a sex scene in there, and I didn't expect that. I was like, what the fuck? That's the first time I've ever seen anything like that. I don't play games like that, you know. I know there are games specifically geared toward that, but I don't play those. So when I saw that, I was cut off guard. So I always mark my videos like that, not appropriate for kids, because I cuss more than anything. That's the main thing. And I don't know what's going to be in the game. I don't condone his behavior. Talking to minors is disgusting. I just have questions like any reasonable person should have right now. Right. So it's not illegal to talk to a minor. But what can make it illegal is the context. Was he talking to them about some business opportunity or some shit? Who knows? We don't know. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I think that there was some sexual innuendo or joke or some shit, and he wanted to meet this person, and then he never did. I think that he knew. I think that, well, I don't know if he knew the age, but I think that it was it had to have been sexual in nature, and that's what everybody keeps leaning toward, because what else would it have been? And he didn't specify either. It's like he didn't want to say. And that makes him look suspicious, you know? It doesn't make him look good. I'm surprised at Mudahar's response, very quick to judge. I don't know that I saw that. A lot of people were quick to judge him. And doing what I do, excuse me, doing what I do, I can't judge people too quickly. I can go, well, this is fucked up, you know, or this guy's acting like a fucking idiot. But I can't, I have to remain unbiased. I can't really judge him because I gotta have facts. I gotta know what I'm gonna be doing. And if the facts show that what he did was wrong, then we'll move on from him. We just don't have enough right now. But if the facts clear him, and I can determine that what he did wasn't really a big deal, depending on the context and nature and all these other variables, then we'll move on from this and support him still. But I seriously doubt. I can't believe that. I seriously doubt that there was sexting or images sent and no criminal charges were pursued. There's no way. There's no way that Twitch wouldn't have reported that to the authorities, knowing damn well that they're not reporting a felon. That's a felony. You can get in trouble for that, depending on the state. And I'm guessing that he was in California at the time, and the age of consent of the adult is 18. And if this minor was 17, if they were, and they're in a state like Texas or Louisiana or Colorado or Illinois, those are the age of consent in those states is 17. But if the person was in an 18-year-old state, like Florida or California or I think New York, I don't know if New York is 18 or not. Regardless, if they were, then yeah, you're breaking the law. Depending on the context, though. If all, I'm surprised. Straight up called him a pedo. I saw a lot of people say that, and it's sad because he may not be, you know. But we're not going to know for a bit, I guess. You have been probably one of the most comprehensible. Is that what you meant to say? Maybe. And common sense discussions about this situation. Full picture is better than half of a picture. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm assuming you mean like being unbiased. Is that what you mean? I mean, I try to be. I was trying to get a lot of people. I mean, I'm not a big YouTuber or anything, and nobody really knows me. Kind of like what the guy said earlier. I'm a nobody. I really am on the internet. Nobody knows who I am. I just stream games. I have fun. That's it. It's a hobby. I stream them, and if people want to come watch, it's great. If it builds my channel, great. I do want to build my channel, but realistically, I don't have the time. I work 5 12s a week, and those 12s can turn into 15-hour shifts or more. And I just don't have the time. I only can do it on the weekend, if that. But I'm a variety streamer too, and so I stream different games. I do survival horror, first-person shooter, survival, classic games. I mean, just anything. And then I also do stuff like this. This is the first time that I've had a conversation, a live stream discussion like this. I've never done this before. And I expect a lot of flack from it at some point. You know, somewhere down the line, somebody's going to watch it, and then they're just going to go, "Oh, he just supports a pedo." It's like, I'm not supporting a pedophile. I'm not. And he may, let's say he is, for argument's sake, he is. I don't know that, though. And neither does anybody else, except for the victim. Got to start somewhere. Yeah. Yes, I'm biased. The pitchfork mentality is exhausting. You got that right. Talking inappropriate to minor does not equal pedophile. That's right. It can equal a charge. It can be criminal behavior, depending on what they said. It just depends on the context. And God, I want to know what it is, man. I want to know so that I know if it was actually criminal or not. But I doubt it, since nothing happened, since Twitch didn't do anything. But then that's another thing. Like, if he did something immoral, or if he did something illegal, and they kept him on Twitch, what does that say about Twitch? Like, they're fucking idiots. You just let this guy commit a felony, and you kept him on because what? You wanted money or popularity or views or whatever that's going to benefit you as a platform. Man, that's horrible. That's stupid. That's a big lawsuit right there. Really, from the victim. Man, I've been called a pedo 4 times in the past 2 days for asking these questions. I know. I mean, I was just like, what the fuck? I can't even entertain it. Like, a lot of times I'm just going to ignore them, but they're being so stupid that I have to call them out. I have to get back on there and send a message back and just be like, look, this is the reason why I'm doing this. I can't explain everything in a text. And text can get misinterpreted, such as this post that he has made. It's left open to interpretation like a motherfucker, and there's no way for us to know what happened, the context of it, what the age of this victim was, and where they were, what state, because that depends on a charge. And it's just, God, there's nothing. There's nothing. And this guy dropped this bomb post that pissed a lot of people off. He shouldn't have said anything. And man, this is the longest post I've seen him write, in a while. But you know what I noticed about him was he backed off, like, on his last stream when he was streaming Elden Ring, the DLC. You could tell that he was distracted big time, right? And he put on a brave face and then he left. But I think he was fucking stressing out. He was like, oh shit. I think that's what he was. Doc puts on a brave face. He doesn't let you know that he's pissed off until he starts screaming. But he doesn't let you know that he's stressed out or anything until he just comes up and finally says it. He is pretty blunt. At CMOS, at least you're critically thinking. I mean, I hope that all of this clears up. I really don't want to wait another 4 fucking years to find out something else. Just when Doc comes back, man, just give us the gritty details. Just rip the Band-Aid off, man. I'm wondering now that you mentioned it, if he has those whispers. It had to have been part of that arbitration he mentioned, and now Twitch doesn't want it out, and they are panicking. Yeah, fuck them. They're not going to release the whispers, but I mean, this guy allegedly leaked the information about him conversing with a minor, so maybe the transcripts will get released and leaked out. I don't know why these guys are afraid. They're not even working for Twitch anymore. They're afraid of what, legal action or some shit? But man, be an adult and just be honest. If you want to protect the victim, as you say, but yet you let a potential predator stay on the platform, that just screams fucking dumbassness. I mean, there's no fucking way that they allowed criminal activity like that. There's no way. There's more to this story. I'm telling you, there is. It's driving me nuts, man. It's driving me nuts. I want to know. I'm gonna dig, and I will be reaching out to Twitch. Definitely reaching out. Doesn't mean they're gonna give me anything, but I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna do what I do best. And I've got to track down these fucking images. I've got to find out what the source is, because they're just, all of a sudden, they're just on X and everybody's circling them. Everybody's reposting them. Look what showed up. And it's like, yeah, where did it come from, though? Where did it come from? Where did you get that? Where'd you get this? Where did you get that paper? Where did you get this image that shows that it's from an ex-Twitch employee or an email? I agree. God, man, it sucks. Yeah, I feel like this is going to, I'll be honest, I feel like this is going to put me in the spotlight a bit, and I don't mean that as a good thing, because people who don't like him already, people who think he's a pedo or whatever, they're gonna stop by and say they're bullshit, and that's fine. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. It doesn't mean I'm going to read it or even see it, but the main part of the reason why I wanted to do this today is I had time after work. My girlfriend's not here, so I can just focus on this for a minute, get this off my chest, see what everybody else thinks. I mean, I don't mind an argument. If somebody wants to argue and say, no, I believe this, I believe he is a predator because of XYZ, it's fine. It doesn't mean I'll agree with it, but I'm not going to sit here and have like a big argument, or, you know, we can have a conversation about it and just be civil. That's the whole point of this. But I keep seeing all over X, because that's all I'm on. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram, and I'm only on YouTube, X, and Snapchat, which I really don't have any need for Snapchat, I guess, anymore. I only kept it because of my girlfriend, but I see it all over X. It's just all over X about him. And maybe that's just the algorithm sending me everything about DrDisrespect, because there's so much bullshit going on and I've been researching it. So the algorithm's like, oh, you want DrDisrespect? And it's just left and right that I'm getting everything about him. That's probably what it is. But I hate to see this happen to him, because an accusation such as being called a pedophile or a potential predator, regardless if it's true or not, let's say that it's not, for argument's sake, man, that's going to be a bitch for him to crawl out of. He's going to have a hard time with it. He acts like he's not. He is. I promise you, he is. He's acting like everything's going to be okay. I'll be back, and he acts like they're going to start streaming and everybody's just going to forget about this, but the guy's got to do some explaining. If he doesn't, he could lose more fan base, and he could potentially, I mean, people are just going to be bothering him about it left and right. They're going to be sending it in his chat. They're going to be making more memes, more jokes, more videos about it, and he's going to have to say something. I mean, he obviously doesn't have to, but it would be wise to do that and just go ahead and explain a little bit more in detail. Man, it sucks. I hope it's not true. Can't imagine. It sucks. To say the least, it sucks. I think that he owes it to the Champions Club, though. I think that he owes it an explanation to the champs, you know. I think he owes an explanation to Tim, to Nick, to Z. Doc doesn't seem very apologetic, because he most likely knows there was no criminal charge and they got nothing on him. I feel like he would have been more professional with that tweet. Exactly. You just took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, I feel like he's almost too confident. Like, it makes me wonder, maybe really nothing really did happen. You know, maybe something. What was he meaning? What was in his mind when he said that it leaned toward the inappropriate? What did that mean? And yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that one. But you're right. I think that he could have been more professional with the tweet. Yeah. I mean, for somebody in his position, yes. And especially with the accusations, yes. And not just leave, yeah. He's gaining the whole "what color's your Bugatti" crowd, don't worry. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, there's still more. All we have is time now. I mean, there's nothing we can do to really push it. I'm going to dig But that doesn't mean I'm going to get anything that I want. It doesn't mean that Twitch is going to even answer me or respond. They may just respond with a big fuck you, but at least I got a response. It sucks trying to reach out to companies like them. It's a fucking pain in the ass. But I want to know what happened. Just like a lot of people do. And this bothers me because it's like, I'm still kind of in disbelief. It's like, damn, did this really happen? You know, and here he is not streaming on the weekdays right now. But no, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to capitalize off of him, or I'm not trying to gain followers because of it. I had to say something. It was eating me alive. I had to get it off my chest, and I wanted people to argue. I wanted people to agree. I wanted people to just give me their thoughts. Just for a little bit. That's all. All I ask of people like Tim the Tapman, Nick Merckx, Z-Laner, all the fans, the Champions Club, people who loved him, people who don't love him anymore, his family, his close friends, everybody. All I'm asking is that you just be patient. Just be a little patient, that's all. It's not going to hurt anything to be patient. It's going to help. And if we don't get anything, we don't get anything. And you just eventually you go the way that you're supposed to go. You're gonna choose the path regardless of which way you need to go, what's good for you. I still say, for now, until we know more, suspend the monetary part of his support and suspend the subscription. If you want to jump in his streams, you can. If you don't want to watch him because you don't want to support him, I get that too. Do it. Nothing saying you can't do that. I just wish people wouldn't jump the gun, that's all. People are having a knee-jerk reaction over this, his post, and the shit that's coming out from God knows where, and we don't know the source of it, and they just, that's enough for me. I've made my decision. I'm done. And it's just like, what the how do you make a decision like that without even fully knowing everything? How can you just be okay with that? And for influencers, I think that's more of a PR thing. I think that's they were advised to do that, maybe, because their videos were so fucking short, like a minute long, minute 30 seconds, right? Really short. For people who were really close to Doc, who were close friends, at least they appeared as such, but the videos that their response was like a minute and 30 seconds. I'm a guy who's never even met the dude. You know, I'm a fan, but I'm a guy who's never met him. And already my stream is like an hour going on 20 minutes. Just talking about him, just talking about my feelings about it. That's it. It's what I believe, and some of it's fact, some of it's speculation. And that's all it is, though. And then you have his close friends that ditched him, you know. Minute 30 seconds, they're just like, nope, this is good enough, because, you know, if I do anything more, I'm supporting a pedo. You're not. You're really not. It would have been better if they made a longer video explaining more of what they thought, more of what they felt, and said, you know what, let's just be patient and see what happens. I'm not going to game with him, I'm not going to stream with him, but I'm going to be patient. That's what they probably should have done. Maybe. Because they already hated him before all this, honestly, especially more people leaning left. Doc talked a lot of shit over the years and made a lot of enemies. They were praying for something like that. I don't know. Maybe. They sure gamed with him a lot, you know. And maybe that was just for views. Maybe that's just for their streams and videos and stuff. I don't know. I'm not an influencer, and I'm not a big streamer, so I don't know what all that entails as far as what it's going to benefit, except that influencer streaming with another influencer is definitely going to get you some big views and money. So maybe you're right. But feel free to voice your opinion on here on the chat. Feel free to comment on it after it's done, after the stream's done. Once again, just so we're clear, I'm not condoning the man's actions if it was inappropriate, which apparently it was. Just don't know what it was. But I'm not condoning his actions. I'm not saying that I support a pedophile or predator or potential predator. I'm not supporting that behavior at all. And if he is a predator or pedophile or whatever the fuck, I don't support that at all. And I'll disassociate myself with him and his content and move on. Now, only broke people prey on someone else's downfall. Successful individuals don't do that. Yeah, I'm definitely not preying on his downfall. I think that a lot of people think that his kingdom is going to burn, and I don't think that's going to happen, but I think that it's going to be a bitch for him to work with anybody, because they're going to see all of this, and a lot of businesses are not going to want to work with him because they don't want to associate with this potential predator. They don't want that association, even though he may not be. And even though this may be blown over in a year or so, or 2 or 3 or 4, they don't want to associate with him. It's going to be a bitch for him to get anybody to work with him, even if he didn't do it. It's just, I feel bad for him on that part, because if he is innocent of this, I feel bad for him on that. But at the same time, it's like the guy's, he's well off. He's set for life. His daughter is set for life. I mean, it's not like he's going to be hurting monetarily. He's fine. Which is another reason why he may have walked away with confidence. He's got the money. It's not like he lost his job or, and he's going to have a problem getting a job. He's got the money. He's not worried about much. So, I don't know. I came in thinking you were another blue hair leech, but state-based man, love the common sense. Unless some worse shit comes out, we gotta keep going, champs. I subbed you, brother, but I'm out. Yeah, I'm about to end the stream here in a few minutes, and I do appreciate that, man. Thank you. Simos, appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for giving me a chance to. I'm glad nobody jumped to conclusions with me. I'm not here to make him look bad, and I'm not here to make myself look good. I'm just here. I had to get that off my chest. I want people to hear that part. Hey, be patient. Let's wait for evidence. Let's wait for facts. There's not enough to go off of. He's not a predator as of yet. Legally, we don't know. So give him the benefit of the doubt for now until we know more. That's it. That's all we can do, right? That's all we can do. Stay strong. Say some prayers. If you're religious or you're God-fearing, say some prayers for him. Say some prayers for the whole situation to be resolved. Nothing wrong with that. It's not like you're praying. Just don't get it confused in your head that, I'm praying for a pedophile. You're not. You're not doing that. You're praying for a resolution. You're praying for people's stress to be gone. You're praying for the truth to come out. You're praying for good things. There's a reason why you're doing that. And me as a God-fearing man, I pray. I'm not trying to preach. I'm not trying to be a Bible pusher. I'm just saying that listen, I've met some really fucked up people, okay? In my time, in my career, I've met some bad people. Really bad people. Doc, from what I can tell, and this is speculation because I've never met him, I don't think that he's a bad guy. Like, that sounds silly, but I don't think that he is. I don't know that for sure yet. But I've met some bad people. Really bad people. I've met at least one serial killer. I've met A lot of sex offenders, pedophiles. And I want to say that he doesn't fit the profile, but I can't say that. That would be, if I say that, it's pure conjecture on my part. There's just not, I don't have anything to back that with, you know. Yeah. Anyway, it's just, I've met a lot of bad people. I don't think that he's like that, but we won't really know until later, right? And we may never see the evidence that we need to see, but I hope that it does come to light. I really do. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I saw before. What was the other? I think where was it? Oh yeah, this. So here's another issue. This Lena Love. This has got to be bullshit. This trans said that they had this conversation, and it was a video showing like all the chat. I don't know that I believe that. This could be somebody trying to capitalize on it, on him. I don't know, man. It's actually he. They were scrolling through the text from 2017, and it allegedly shows him messaging him and them talking about pictures and videos and shit, but I don't know if that's true. And it has nothing to do, really, with anything. It's just something else to, you know, it's just another part of defamation. Doc is a made-up alter ego. I think even Nick Merck said he doesn't know the guy outside that wig. Yeah, I remember him saying that. Alter ego. Yep, that's a good way to put it. Let's see, what was the other thing? So, okay, so they're removing his likeness from the games. Knee-jerk reaction, that's what I'm talking about. They should not be doing that. Man, if they're wrong, you imagine if they are wrong, there's no coming back. And his friends, like Tim and Nick and Z, if they are wrong, there's no coming back for them. I can't imagine how they're going to feel if they are wrong. Man, there was something. Regarding details, it was an image too, and I don't know. Oh, here it is. Here's the one. So this allegedly came from I guess an ex-Twitch employee. And it's the truth about DrDisrespect, but it's like, where the fuck did this come from, you know? And then, of course, they black out who it's from. And we do need to know that, actually. I'm sending this to multiple known sources in the gaming news arena. I hope this is taken in the spirit in which it is intended. I will keep this inbox open for 12 hours from now, then it will be gone forever. Here's what actually happened, but cannot be said publicly by the DrDisrespect camp. There were whispers between Guy and a 17-year-old on Twitch. The age was not known at the time. These were messages in relation to how to scale new channels using tried and testing methods. Behind the scenes, this was a service that was offered by members of the DrDisrespect team under a different brand name. The brand name used could be interpreted many ways. The transcripts were part of the court proceedings and, as outlined, show no wrongdoing nor illegality. The issue on the Twitch side was how some of the messages and brand name used could be interpreted differently, and was interpreted differently by certain members of the Twitch team that had taken a dislike to DrDisrespect due to the bathroom incident. Yeah, I remember. Okay. So the internal feeling was that it would only be a matter of time before they got him on something. So he was on their shit list. This one, however, was way wide of the mark and wasn't what they thought it was. This became the result of a lot of back and forth at Twitch with various people in the let's get him camp and others in the we can't move forward with this camp. His whispers were being monitored because a core group of influential people within Twitch wanted him gone. The whispers in question were actually from many, many, many weeks prior to his last stream. Right. Sounds to me the doc was set up by Twitch to get him out. That's what it sounds like. I just want to know the legitimacy of this. Where the fuck did this come from, man? I've got to figure this out. Doc seems to be innocent, and everyone else who turned their back on Doc, companies, promotions, his video game skins, finding that he is innocent, they're gonna regret it a lot. Yeah, I mean, if it really does show that he's innocent, yeah, gargantuan fucking mistake, man. These companies are gonna be sorry, and his close friends are gonna be sorry too. Man, that's if he's innocent. Yeah. The initial explanation provided to him during the termination communication was inappropriate behavior, not befitting of the Twitch brand. He's right in what he said at the time of his go live on YouTube of, we still don't know. Because for a long time, Twitch could not commit to an explanation over and above the inappropriate behavior, not befitting of the Twitch brand, until the matter went to court. So this person, they spell behavior, B-E-H-A-V-I-O-U-R. So they're not from the United States of America, apparently. And Twitch is comprised of, I'm assuming, different people from all walks of life. Did my comment get removed? I don't know. What comment was it? Get removed from where? On the chat? Or elsewhere? Doc won't be looking at his friends and companies at all, just starting from scratch from now on. Yeah, I can see that. I agree. Accuse your enemies of that which you're guilty. Yep. What is it? Let ye who let cast the first stone. I can't remember what it is, but something like that. Yeah. Let the person who is without sin cast the first stone. I probably should read the Bible a little bit more. I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, so I still don't know, because for a long time, okay, or appropriate behavior, the matter went to court. The matter went to court, and it was found in discovery that not only did a group of Twitch employees conspire to get him, but they also broke data protection internal policy. Do they mean protection? Internal policy and CCPA regulations by disclosing to a third party who he also had a contract with what they perceived to have happened. Internally, the argument on their side became, why else would he be messaging someone that young, implying only a sinister perspective. For the avoidance of doubt, there was no sexting as implied by a former Twitch employee. There were messages, but not of that nature. It's just back and forth, back and forth. He knew, he didn't know. He was sexting, he wasn't sexting. It's just like, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody has any proof yet. There's nothing. It's just, he said, she said. It sucks. Accusation, okay, Twitch, yeah. Right. DrDisrespect was the one who initiated legal proceedings and settled because of the fact that once something like this is said about someone, it cannot be unsaid. True. And there would also be some, perhaps not fans, who would say, well, there's no smoke without fire. We have seen many people accused of things that turned out not to be true in the past, but by that time the damage was done. He agreed to the no party admits any wrongdoing join statement purely because he understandably wanted all of this kept quiet. Yeah, I suppose so. The fact that a former Twitch staff member has now made this tweet has changed things considerably. Jesus, the grammar. It's out there now and can't be walked back. DrDisrespect is furious that he cannot respond to this properly because his lawyers are telling him that it'll make the agreement invalid and that and he may be forced to pay back the settlement that he won. I'll say that again, that he won. Twitch was a mistake at first, and who texts on whispers there? Yeah, I think I started Twitch when they were about to get rid of whispers. I seem to remember whispers. And because I started using Twitch, I don't know, 2019, 2020. And then they were gone, and I really didn't use them. I think I may have used it once, but I don't know what for. It was like when I first started. Fortnite has that thing too. Any platform that has any kind of whispers cannot use it at all. It's probably for the best. And I wonder if they got rid of the whispers because of this. What if she was not 17? She was a 27-year-old acting like a minor. I don't know why she would do that, but that is fucked up, and people do weird shit all the time. Doc would have sued for defamation if he were innocent, not responded. Yeah, that's possible. I could see that. Could that female was paid by Twitch to talk to Doc as a minor? Many things happening to get Doc out from that platform. That's actually that's a pretty good observation. He could have been set up where that person acted like a minor and they were working for Twitch, or Twitch paid them. I didn't even think about that. It's possible, yeah. Not since it in the conversation took place 3 years prior to ban, 3 years prior to the deal too. I just started Twitch. I think Whispers is still available. Not sure if it's an app. Oh, I don't know. I thought that it was gone. And I've been using Twitch for a couple of years now, but I don't know that I'm going to keep using it. I don't know. I really haven't decided, but I think if I do use it, if I decide to use it, it's probably just going to be this one last time this weekend. Finish up June with it, and July just be exclusive to YouTube. I don't know. There will be legal avenues explored on this one, and it will likely ultimately manifest itself in a huge damages claim against Twitch for this coming out. It's clear in the industry that they were absolutely raging when he reappeared on YouTube and came back bigger than ever. Yeah, they were pissed off that he made it bigger, and they're like, "Fuck, we couldn't destroy him. What now?" And so this happens, you know. When he publicly backed Nick Merckx recently, the same group of current and ex-Twitch employees tried to identify if their compromised separation agreements from Twitch would be nullified if they spoke out, and only one had the guts to try after testing the waters numerous times before to sell concert tickets. Yeah. But they're fucking pussies. They really are. Wait, who the fuck does that? It's one thing if it's legit, but that hasn't been proven yet. And so, as far as I can see it, this guy was a fucking idiot that did that. Connors. And trying to gain money to sell concert tickets. Oh, I'll tell you the whole story if you buy my tickets. I'm like, what the fuck? This person would have largely been fine legally if he had not mentioned the word sexting, because it was all about damaging Dr. Disrespect's reputation. But because they use that word, expect legal proceedings to get underway quickly, because the transcripts will absolutely categorically show that there was no sexting, but merely communications with someone who turned out to be a minor. That was not known at the time, that certain people within Twitch who had an agenda against Dr. Disrespect pounced and made it fit their agenda with zero proof. See, that sounds a little bit more likely. I'm a former Twitch employee. I now work elsewhere. I will not be identifying myself, and I will not answer any questions about who I am. However, I will answer some questions in relation to this case, as I was very close to this at the time. Probably wants to avoid any legal drama, getting sued. Whispers is built in. It's next to the notification tab on Twitch desktop site. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that. Right. Whispers should be gone by now, because of this. It's a use to criminals, and it will look bad to other people too. But in Doc's case, he was set up. Doc is definitely innocent, and yeah, he'd be suing everyone for defamation, because that is what this is all about. I can send you seems like it, yep. It does, it seems like that. I can send you a screenshot if you'd like. It's still available, not sure if it's the same. I was saying it couldn't have been a setup because the conversation with the minor happened 3 years before, prior to it, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can send it. You can always send it to my X if you have an X channel or account. It's the same as YouTube, Red7669, at Red7669. That guy is definitely enemy number one for what he posted and got everyone's attention. Yeah, that was fucked up. I mean, if Doc is a predator, let's just say, argument's sake again, hypothetically he is a predator, good on him for speaking out. But I feel like this is just more attacking and defamation though. But if he really is a predator, then yeah, leak all of that shit and fucking expose him. Got the deal they were motivated to take away. I can't type, sorry. That's okay. Spewing conspiracies like a G. I support Doc still. I am just saying setup unlikely, mistake extremely likely. What conspiracy? I'm saying it can't be. Not Doc, that other guy, Cody. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and plus he's like, if you buy my tickets, I'll tell the whole story. It's like, what the fuck? Who says that? Who does that? And you worked at Twitch? There's a category for a lot of these people, and it's called the dumb. My friend Thrillseeker, I think he generated that or he created it, but it's called the dumb. You fit in with the dumb because you do dumb shit, and you're a dumb ass. This person, did I already read that? With zero proof. I think I did. This person would have largely been fine legally if he had, yeah, I already read that. I'm a former, okay, I already read that. He deserves the right to have some transparency, but he's tied legally in what he can say until the new proceedings progress. He has the right to some of the story being out there, even if he can't be the one to say it. So I'm sending this as an independent party who is fully aware of the facts, and feel very uncomfortable with what I've seen thrown at him in the past few days based on the agenda of a small group of people who did not like him. You should also ask yourself, why are some of these people no longer at Twitch? Yeah, really. Because they broke policy, and in some cases the law, by breaching data protection regulations. Many people were dealt with as a result of this and lost their jobs. You have a duty to balance the reporting of this until such times as court proceedings provide the clarity you should have waited for, but didn't. Yeah. He's been good to you all. He's not what is said, and he deserves better, especially considering he agreed for their behavior. not to be made public as he wanted to protect the income streams of others. This screenshot is so weird. It's like, it's real, some of it's blurry, and it's like, it's a digital screenshot. Why is it blurry? It's just hard to read. The Midnight Society piece is an example of a lot of people getting cold feet. They asked him about it, and he told them messages existed, but they weren't in that nature reported, but couldn't share them as part of the settlement, and the decision was made to put out that statement in haste. This was an impulsive move that they'll regret later. I agree. Clout seeking equals dumb. Yes. Agreed. That minor was definitely not a minor at all, but as a 20 or 30-year-old person. How do you know? Is there something that says that? I haven't found anything yet. Cody is using something controversial and immoral, not illegal, right? So he's a marketing genius. Yeah, I mean, he's trying to make money off of it, capitalize at the expense of a man's title. Whoever released that email note definitely wanted to prove that Doc is innocent ahead of time. And that's the other thing. So this, it's controversial, I guess, to the extent of this is somebody who supports Doc, but where did it come from? And did the person who typed this up, did they actually work for Twitch? Are they telling the truth? We don't know. Don't know. Don't know where it came from. Don't know who typed it up. It does not help. It's nice to have. It's nice to read. It doesn't help the situation. We don't know enough, you know. We don't know enough. Facts don't care about feelings. It's true. It's very true. Yeah, even Charlie mentioned it. I mean, I watched Charlie's video. Penguins. Moist Critical. I like Charlie. He does really good videos. But it's kind of the same thing. Like, a lot of these guys are not being patient and waiting for more evidence. And I think it's just due to lack of experience with investigations. And I don't know if this is even going to be investigated any further, but we definitely need more information, though. For sure. Just speculating after reading that email note that Twitch played out Doc and got me thinking that female could have been a minor, but an older person acting as a minor. You never know. Yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely a minor based on Doc's wording. That's true. Doc versus the world seems coordinated. Yeah, it probably was a minor. I mean, I don't think he would really want to say that if it wasn't true. Yeah, and then this is just all the stuff that was coming out in the beginning. That's pretty much it. I don't know that I have much else to say. I just, I want to conclude it by saying Doc going to start all over again. Yeah, maybe he will. And maybe he'll do something else. He mentioned that too. I just want to say that, just have some patience. If you're religious, say some prayers. And hopefully everything works out. I'm not stressing for Doc because, again, the guy is set for life, money-wise, but I feel bad for him in the sense that he's being called these horrible things that may not be true. That's all. And if they are true, then it's fitting. But if they're not, then it's pretty horrible to make an allegation like that, you know. Amen. The email says it all. If you ask me, we just need verification of authenticity. It answers age. If it answers age, and if you knew, let's just hope it's real. Amen. Right. That's what I mean. We got to find out if it's legit. There's no way to prove the legitimacy of these emails, these images. Where did they come from? Who typed them up? We got to know. If anybody thinks that his post is enough by him admitting to just conversing with a minor, which isn't illegal, please never, ever go to court. Never be on a jury. Find a reason to be off the jury. Because there's no fucking way that testimony, half-assed testimony on Doc's part, would hold up. There's nothing to it. He left a lot out. He didn't explain whether or not he knew. And maybe he didn't explain whether or not he knew because this inappropriate part really doesn't fit what everybody thinks it is. And so he just hasn't mentioned that because he's under the impression that everybody, I don't know, he's like, no, I don't need to explain that because it has nothing to do with what you think it is. But we don't know what it is, so it's left to interpretation, and we're all trying to figure it out. I don't know if any of that made sense. I'm fucking tired. Comes back like 8 thoughts. Left my ass off. Where's the mask? Red, have a good night. You seem like a great guy, but hey, who knows after this week? Yeah. Yeah, you too. Lizard of Oz, 312. Yeah, I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a good week. Well, it's Fridays tomorrow, right? So the week's almost over. Thanks for stopping by. Let's hope it's not true and got docked defamation. He is set for life, but his legacy is tarnished. Yeah, that's true. His either Doc's tweet was from his character or was nervous to type as Guy Beam. And that's what I was thinking. Like maybe he just did it in a hurry or something, you know? We don't know. It doesn't fit him, though. As a person, you would think that he would have just got on real quick and recorded something for us, but he didn't. And that's what makes me kind of suspicious. Is like he put the post out there. Was that because he was ashamed? Was it because he was embarrassed? Is it because some of this is true? It's all speculation. It's all speculation. I don't know. Nobody does. You guys know just as much as I do. You know just as much as I do. I don't know. I can only imagine what we're going to see next. Thanks for the stream and the level thoughts. Yeah. Of course, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I wish I could have gotten more people involved in it and just giving their thoughts and arguments and whatever. That's what this is for. I don't do these very often, so I do appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to follow me on, I would say Twitch and X, but I'm leaning away from I'm leaning toward going away from Twitch, so I don't know that I'll be on it much longer. But if you still want to, if you want to follow me on there, you can. Twitch and X, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want, and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when I stream or upload. And if you want to give the video a like, if you liked it, great. If you didn't like it, dislike it then. Comment down below what you thought of all this. If you have thoughts or if you want to type out what you were feeling or thinking, put it in the comments. I don't mind. I check my X more than anything. X is what I'm on primarily. And I'm probably just going to be streaming games and stuff through YouTube more than anything. That's what I do on the weekends. That's my hobby. I de-stress. Got to play a game. Got to shoot people in their faces, so to speak, and just de-stress, man. And I hope all this blows over soon. I hope we get some answers. I hope that everything works out for Doc. I still support him as a person. I don't support what he did if it was illegal or immoral. Just don't know what it was, but I do support him. Thoughts and prayers are with him and his family, as well as the rest of the Champions Club, and with the people who don't like him, who are calling him out. I pray for them too, because it's wrong. If some people just truly believe that they made the right decision by separating from him, I respect that. That's fine. Doc even deleted this in support of companies on his Twitter banner. Sub. Hey, thanks for the sub. F Twitch. Yeah, I'm starting to lean toward that. I prefer X over Twitch and here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm starting to do the same thing. Thanks for the stream. I read that. Definitely will start shouting you out on X. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. X and YouTube, not Twitch. Right. Even his Black Steel brand is down. No shit. I think I heard that. I know Turtle Beach is down too. I haven't checked it personally. The website, YouTube and Twitter is fine. And so the other thing is, just so you know, if you're gamers, I don't know if y'all are, but every so often, every now and then, I'll do Ready Set Giveaway, which is something I just kind of created on my channel. Ready Set Giveaway is I'll give away a free game, and it's not just like some silly Steam game. I mean, it's usually a pretty good game. Like I recently gave away Dead Island 2. In the past, I gave Modern Warfare 2 away because it was just, we did like a quiz. I did something, just kind of having fun with the viewers, and so people won and they got the free game, and that's all it is. It's just for fun. It's just for everybody to just chill, have a good time. Rogue Company skin, yeah. But yeah, if you are gamers, you can check me out. All my Twitch videos are also on YouTube. It's on a separate playlist. If you're interested. I mean, they're just long stream videos. There's like, some of them are an hour, some of them are 8 hours. It's just going to be boring. If you get bored and you want to watch them, go for it. There is funny shit in there. I'll tell you that. If you see anything with me and my two friends, Matt Mox and Thrill Seeker, Striker, or Yennel, Butter Knife, more than likely there's going to be some funny shit in there. It's just, we have a good time when we stream. We play Battlefield and Call of Duty and such. Not really playing Call of Duty as much right now. They're kind of pissing me off, but I still have the games. I'll still play them. To be honest, get away from Twitch for your own sake. It's untrusted and awful company. Stick with YouTube and Twitter. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm on the fence. I haven't decided if I'm gonna Twitch one last if I'm gonna stream on Twitch one last time. I may one more time just to be done, just to end it. I don't know. It hasn't really gotten me anywhere. I was trying to get to affiliate, and that was just an uphill battle for me. It's difficult for somebody like me as a variety streamer, because I stream games that only some people like, and then I'll stream another game that only some people like, and the other ones won't like it. You know, not everybody likes Resident Evil. Not everybody likes Call of Duty. Not everybody likes Battlefield or Dead Island or Dying Light or you name it. Ark, Aliens, Age of Empires, Left 4 Dead. I play it all. There's so many different ones. COD is full of cheaters and hackers. That is very true. It's best to avoid BS there. Yeah, it's true. Well, I guess I better stop here. It's been 2 hours and it's late. I got work tomorrow, and I really appreciate all of you coming by and talking with me. I'm gonna try to grow my channel, try to get more people involved and talk, and I mean literally just bullshit. That's what it's for. Have a good time. I usually stream on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. Just depends on my schedule. But I do appreciate all of you. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for being civil and not tearing me apart. because I had to deal with that this week on X. Not that it's a big deal. I mean, I've been called worse, I guess, but it's just people just being dumb, you know. Nothing to get upset about. Take care, man. You too. All of you take care of yourselves. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Have fun if you game or whatever it is you do on the weekend on your time off. Hopefully you're not having to work the weekends. And but stay safe and keep some good thoughts and prayers. Okay. I'm gonna get out of here and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks again.